Comenzamos.
The National Terror Threat Advisory was raised today from yellow, or significant risk of attack, to orange, which indicates a high risk of attack. As for what officials are fearing, it appears Al-Qaeda may be plotting a familiar strategy. We begin our coverage tonight with Joey Chen in Washington.
Coming at the height of the holiday season, the warning is especially ominous. Homeland Security Chief Tom Ridge said the signs of trouble may be greater than at any time since September 11th, 2001.
The information we have indicates that extremists abroad are anticipating near-term attacks that they believe will either rival or exceed the attacks that occurred in New York and the Pentagon and the fields of Pennsylvania nearly 2 years ago.
U.S. officials tell CBS News the new warning was triggered by a persistent drumbeat of threatening chatter picked up in communications intercepts over the last several weeks. Analysts were ordered to re-scrub the raw intelligence data over the weekend, and something in that detailed review raised the alarm. But where? How? There's nothing specific to report. At the most obvious targets, the reaction was swift. From the streets of New York City to national landmarks and airports packed with holiday travelers, evidence everywhere that the heightened threat alert had immediately taken effect. The Homeland Security Chief warned Al-Qaeda continues to look at aircraft as a potential weapon, but insisted that stepped-up security should reassure holiday travelers.
If you've got travel plans, travel.
How serious is the threat? Well, bear in mind that administration officials haven't wanted to raise the threat alert. They didn't want to cry wolf. And bear in mind that they didn't think they would have to do it this time either. After all, this is only the 5th time since September 11th that they've had to raise the nation's alert level. John?
Joey Chen reporting live for us tonight from the White House. Joey, thanks. The shift to orange in the terror alert puts in motion a series of actions across the country to protect the American people and possibly deter a terrorist attack. Michelle Miller looks at how states and cities are responding.
As soon as the flag unfurled, across the country, first responders kicked into elevated gear. Police and fire crews were deployed in extra numbers. And in New York, state police and National Guard troops will guard the Lincoln Tunnel and other sites on the lookout for suspicious vehicles. Security experts say we're living in a new day.
I think this is a long-term challenge. Remember, some 10 to 70,000 people went through Al-Qaeda training camps. Those people are going to come at us, and those who are inspired by their activities for the next decade.
That's the message across the nation, keeping people safe without spreading the panic. Starting tomorrow, airports in Minneapolis and Philadelphia will begin random searches of vehicles entering the terminal. And in Boston's Logan Airport, officials added more state police at curbs, terminals, and along perimeter roads. Airports may be the obvious high-risk sites, but they're not the only ones.
432 West 95 at the church parking lot.
Police are looking around every corner, identifying high-risk locations. In Los Angeles, for example, 600 places were deemed security risks. With so much to guard, the task isn't easy.
What we would ask of the public is increased awareness. We're increasing our awareness, and we would ask that they, if they see anything out of the ordinary, give us a call.
An added pressure for cities? Homeland Security's growing price tag. The federal government has set aside more than $4 billion. Many communities have yet to see it. And at a time of tight wallets, it's a burden growing tougher to bear. John?
Michelle Miller live for us tonight in New York. Michelle, thanks. In Iraq, Operation Santa Claus, spell it